Welcome back to BT. Here's a good one. Why aren't we getting the Xbox like my friend did, or a trip to Mexico like my classmate? Our parenting expert, Freedman Smith, now with how to avoid keeping up with the Joneses during the holiday season. Good morning to you, Julie.
Good morning.
Aren't we all having these conversations right about now?
Well, lots of people are. My clients have asked me that. People
Yes.
phoning into Parenting Power have asked that over the last little while. How do we explain that Santa's bringing big gifts to one person's house?
Yes.
But not to our house.
Right.
When we both put it on our list, right? Both kids put it on their
Yes.
list. And that's a tricky question.
Sure
But
it is.
what we know at Parenting Power is that Santa only brings gifts to your house that are okay with mom and dad, that are okay with mom and dad's family values.
Okay.
And that's going to be different for every family.
Right.
So that's really a good way to talk about that. And that's something that we can talk about even with really little kids if they're wondering, and all the way up, is that Santa knows what's going to sit right with the parents in that house.
So, and how as a parent, how do you want to have that conversation with your child? So how do you sort of remind them what the family values are and what that's going to look like?
Right. So it really depends on the age. And for some kids, they may be oblivious to the whole thing and just super happy with what's happening in their home. However, if you get that question, that's a good way to answer it. And it's really important for each of us, you know, things change, and perhaps last year financially things were different than they are this year, and what you did in the holidays last year is not going to be the same this year. So if you know that, and you have a sense that even for yourself as the adult in the family, I'm feeling a little disappointed about our situation, that's a perfect opportunity to share with the kids. At various age levels, appropriately, you know, our budget for the holidays is this much. And we know we want to have a really nice meal, and we know we want to maybe go and see a movie this holiday season. That's going to be... So for gifts, we only have this much left. So maybe we decide as a family we're going to just buy a family gift. Or let's just be aware that the only gift that's coming, the only big gift that's coming is the one from Santa, and we're going to spend the money on other things. Or, you know, it's not only a Christian thing, because also at Hanukkah, some people get presents all 8 nights. And some people only get one present. And so it's really just about clarifying those expectations up front. And that can feel a little bit crass. So you don't have to bring it all down to the bucks. Although it's a great education opportunity.
Sure it is.
But just getting clear about what's going to happen and what the overall expectations are, because this time of year is not only about presents, even though marketing would have us believe that, So how are we going to spend time together? Are we going to be baking? How are we going to be taking things to our neighbors? How are we going to celebrate this holiday season?
Okay, that totally makes sense. Then what do you do if you do have a child that is then disappointed? Do you say, hey, it's okay to feel disappointed?
Absolutely. Disappointment is a feeling we all get very used to in life, And so part of that is knowing what that feeling feels like, and knowing that we can get through that feeling and come out the other side. So it's okay to have that feeling. You could write about it, you could cry, you could stomp your feet, you could color, you could sit, and then you can say, okay, that feeling's passing. That's a great thing to teach kids. And a good reminder for ourselves is that feelings pass, feelings change. Disappointment happens, and I know you can handle that.
And you can handle that and move on. Okay, terrific. And then very quickly, now's the time to have these conversations?
I think so. As soon as you get clear on what's going to happen, so you can let everybody know. Expectations, managing expectations is a huge part of day-to-day life, So if we can bring that clarity and invite our kids to suggest, you know, so how can we make this work? What's one way that we really all want to spend time together? Let's set aside some time for that right now.
And do it right now.
Then we can make sure that we're doing what's really important.
And having a great time in the holiday season.
Yes.
Terrific. Julie, thank you so much. Great advice.
My pleasure.
As always.
Thank you.